let's talk about something we've all felt, that instinct to just pull back when life gets to be too much. Today, we're diving into why creating your own sanctuary, your own quiet place, isn't about hiding. It's actually about healing, and it's the secret to coming back stronger than ever. You know that feeling, right? When it feels like you're being backed into a corner, and all the pressures of life are just closing in. It's this incredibly overwhelming but totally universal human experience. I mean, have you ever really felt like you've slammed into a solid brick wall, a point where you just can't push forward another inch? And it's never just one thing, is it? It's always this perfect storm of things all hitting you at once. See, that wall, it doesn't just appear. It gets built, brick by painful brick. And maybe it starts with a sense of failure. A big project at work goes south, or a personal goal you had just slips through your fingers. It's like the first crack in the foundation. And if you let that stress just sit there, well, that's when burnout creeps in. And this is a whole different level of tired. It's that deep exhaustion where your motivation is just gone. You're not just running on empty. The tank itself feels broken. And then when you're already in that fragile state, life can throw a real curveball, a profound loss. And the weight of that grief, it doesn't just add to the pile. No, it feels like it multiplies the weight of everything else. And that's the final piece. That's when the whole battle turns inward. All that pressure from the outside finally culminates in self-doubt. You start questioning everything about yourself. This whole sequence, failure, burnout, loss, doubt, it's not just a bad month. It's a massive warning sign. So what are you supposed to do when you're facing all of that? I mean, our culture is always screaming, just push through it, grind harder. But what if the smartest thing you could do isn't to push, but to step back? What if the answer is to find your cave? This one idea right here can completely change how you think about taking a break. It's not about giving up. It's not surrender. It's a strategy. It's recognizing that you can't fight a battle when you have absolutely no resources left. You have to find a safe place to regroup. Okay, let's get really clear on what we mean by the cave. This isn't about hiding from your responsibilities forever. The key word here is intentional. It's a timeout that you create on purpose. It's a space you carve out specifically to heal, to think, and to find your footing again. So what actually goes on in the sanctuary? It's really important to get this. It's not a vacation. It's a time for some deep internal work. This is where you turn inward to do the repairs. And that process, well, it follows a pretty clear path. All right, this path to getting your head straight has 3 really crucial stages. First, you have to disconnect. And I mean really unplug. Not just turning off your phone, but creating a shield against all the noise and the demands of the world. Once you have that quiet, you can move to step 2, confront. This just means gently sitting with all those tough feelings, the doubt, the hurt, not to fight them, but just to listen, to understand them. And from there, finally, you can realign. This is where you get back in touch with your core values and ask yourself, okay, with all the noise gone, what actually matters to me? Because here's the incredible payoff. When you strip away all of that external chaos, all that noise, you create enough space to finally hear your own inner voice. That quiet, steady part of you that's usually drowned out by everything else. And that's the voice that has the answers you've been looking for. Now, this time in the cave, it isn't meant to be forever. The whole point is to come back. But here's the thing, you don't come back as the same person who went in. The return is where the transformation really shows. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's so stark. You might go into this retreat feeling totally reactive, scattered all over the place, and just plain wounded by everything that's happened. But you come out of it with a real sense of purpose. You become intentional with your choices, you're focused, and you're healed from the inside out. So what do you actually walk away with? Well, you get this incredible renewed clarity about where you're going. You build a much deeper resilience. You know you can handle the storm now. You develop a stronger, more authentic sense of who you are. And from all that, you get a much, much clearer purpose. And that's really the heart of it all. This whole process isn't about just getting back to where you were before. The act of retreating, reflecting, and healing actually forges you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Which leaves us with one last pretty important question for you to think about.
Your sanctuary, it doesn't have to be a literal cave, right? It could be a quiet corner of your house, a long walk in the woods, or maybe just 15 minutes of total silence every day. The real question is, in a world that never ever stops pushing, where's your place to heal? Where's your sanctuary?